Hello, my name is Tom Morgan and this is my first look and unboxing of the Ubiquiti Unifi Switch 16 150W. Now if you've seen my other unboxings, you will kind of know what the deal is here. This isn't a review, but it is me kind of unpacking the box for the first time, seeing what's in the box, seeing how it all goes together, because I couldn't find that kind of information around when I was making purchasing decisions, so I thought it would be useful to kind of catalogue these different devices. Now, before I start, I should say Ubiquiti actually sent me this device so I could do this unboxing and so you could see it. So thank you very much to them, but I just wanted to disclaim that to you before I started. But it shouldn't affect any of the unboxing. You can go back and see my other unboxings for products which I bought with my own money. So this is the Switch 16 then. So it's a 16 port switch, but it's part of the Unifi line. And what that means is it will work really well with all the other Unifi, with the Unifi experience, with the dashboard. And you'll get that additional level of information that comes from having a Unifi switch. Now, as you can see from the box, you've got 16 regular Ethernet ports here, and you've got the two fiber ports as well. Now, the first thing to say about this box, it's quite heavy. So I weighed it just before doing this. It's just under 4 kilograms. So yeah, it's pretty hefty. So just bear that in mind if you're having it shipped or anything like that. Okay, so I haven't actually opened this at all yet. So I have no idea what's inside. I mean, apart from the obvious. So let's go ahead and take the vanity cover off now. So just show you the back here. We've got just got a nice picture of the Switch, and you got you got the dashboard here. You've got some features here, so this might help you if you're trying to work out which particular Switch to buy. You can see it's got the ports, and it's 18 gigabits per second total. Yeah, and it's managed as I say by the Unifi controller. I'll do a separate kind of video about the Unifi controller later. Alright, so let's get into this brown box then. Okay, so it's relatively well packaged. We've got two mounting plates here presumably for mounting to a wall or a rack mount. It looks like it might just be the right length for a rack mount actually. I'll measure it in a second. We've got a nice user guide. I'll put that over there for now. We've got some power. And we've got some rack mount screws. So my guess is going to be that it is exactly the right length for rack mounting, because here included in the box are some of those rack mount screws. Okay. Let's get this out. And there's something in the bottom there. Let's get it out onto the table. Okay. Alright, so here you can see it looks very much like some of the other switches. You've got the power button here, you've got the ports obviously, and you've got the two SPF switches, SFP switches. On the back, if I just turn it upside down for a second, there is an RJ45 console uplink if you need it, and you've got regular, just spin that around the right way so you can see it. It's the regular 3-pin power, and that's good because, and also you can see the input here, 100 to 240 volts. So that's good. So for like me, if you're in the UK, it's a different set of power specifications than in the US, but it's good to know this should just work. One thing I've noticed, primarily because my unit was shipped from the US direct, I have a US cable here that I can't use. I've got plenty of these kettle leads though, so it shouldn't be a problem. It's worth remembering, if you buy locally, your provider, your supplier will almost certainly include a local version of these. They certainly have done for all the ones I've bought previously. And then here you have these two mounting plates. So my guess would be that on the side here you go, there's 4 switches, so you can nicely make it rack mountable there just by placing those on there, and then you can go ahead and rack it. So there's a quick start guide. So all the Unifi products that I've looked at so far come with one of these quick start guides, and they show you what you're supposed to have in the box, and they go through installation requirements, and then how it fits into the general topology of your network. One of the things that's worth mentioning, I think I've talked about this before, is what the LED, the front panel system LED. So surrounding, let me get this up again. So surrounding the power button on the left here is an LED, and the color of that LED and what it's doing is different depending on what's happening in the system. So solid blue is everything is normal, everything is happening as you would expect it to. Flashing blue is if you want to go and locate the device, if you've got a large network and you're not quite sure where your device is. Flashing blue, you can click locate in the dashboard and it will flash blue. White and flashing white is kind of factory defaults, first setup, waiting to initialize, and then flashing white and blue means it's doing something, so you should just leave it alone. And then there's lots of different pictures here for the hardware installation, about rack mounting it, connecting the power, and then Ethernet, or using obviously the SFP ports. I'm going to leave out the stuff on software installation. I've covered that previously. So that's what you get in the box. You get the quick start guide, you get the 2 rack mounting plates, you get a set of rack mount screws. You get some kind of vanity screws. I'm just going to double check what these are. I think my guess would be, oh, of course they're for, I know exactly what they are. They're for putting the brackets on the side of the unit. That makes perfect sense. And you also get 4 little rubber feet as well. So if you are just going to place it on a shelf, you can stick those little rubber feet on just to give it a little bit of airflow underneath, I imagine. There's the quick start guide and the power cable. Then that's what you get in the box. And so that is the Ubiquiti Unifi Switch 16150W.